How are you? My name is Matthew. You are in the moment. 13th day of November. It's a Thursday night, late night, 11:30. Just in here. Made a few notes. It's been, since last Wednesday, November 5th, was the last time I occupied space in your brain. Going to talk about the crisis here and a few ideas. So if you want to continue to scroll, please feel free to do so. If you're watching this live and you want to leave comments, certainly appreciate it. And if you're watching this at your leisure and getting caught up, I appreciate that as well. Let's talk about the weather on this Thursday night. And when I did a show last Wednesday night, I had the thought, but I didn't say it out loud, where I'm going to try my best to do a live show when the weather is bad. For instance, this evening here in the Halifax Regional Municipality, the weather sucks. It's cold, it's raining, good possibility of snow accumulation in higher terrain areas in Nova Scotia. So know that there are thousands of people outside, whether they're sleeping in their car, they're in a tent, wherever they may be, bus shelters. Know that people are outside in the cold tonight. So, getting back to my comment that I'm pretty sure I just thought to myself, I didn't say it out loud, but now for the record, in the evenings, 11:30 works for me. It's just an hour after I'm home from work. So when the weather is bad, this winter, I will jump on the camera and just have some therapy. Just have some back and forth, which reminds me, before I go any further, while we're still on this 13th day, I just want to wish a happy 52nd birthday, I believe. We're all graduates of 1991. My good friend, Heavy, celebrating a birthday today. Love you, Heavy. So this show, I just had to mention Heavy off the top. Heavy's not his real name, obviously. It's a nickname that I gave him back in high school, and I refuse at 52, and especially on his birthday, to call him by his real name. He's obviously in my friend list. If you want to, after the show, go to my personal Facebook page, find Heavy, and send him a happy birthday wish, if you so choose. If you so choose. Okay. Back in front of the camera. Maybe the third show this month in front of the camera. So rain or snow is in the forecast for tomorrow. The temperatures, excuse me, a bit of a sore throat. The overnight temperatures moving forward. Tomorrow night, -3, -2, +1, -1, -1. So we're in that time of season where perhaps you watching this, you're in the comfort of your own home. Actually, if you feel free to do so, this is where the back and forth comes. I can read your comments. If you want to tell me what you are casually wearing right now as you prepare for bed, and I guess the social experiment is I want to see how many people inside are getting ready to go to bed, dressing in layers, have multiple layers of clothing on before you go to bed. I'm just kind of curious. Myself, I sleep in a bed. I'm in an apartment. This is just a social experiment because I know there are unhoused people who from time to time they do watch the show. So I'm just curious because I can tell you this evening, the unhoused individuals that are outside, they're layered up. They're layered up, and they're probably just terrified. I have no doubt that everyone out there is terrified that winter has already come knocking. Wow. Okay. Switching gears real quick. I do have another way of telling stories of the unhoused. I love to speak with advocates. I want to speak with anybody. I honestly believe that's why I was put here on this planet, is I'm just here to meet as many people as possible. I believe I'm quite approachable, which is why I've probably met so many people. In the last week since my last broadcast, in my phone notes, when I observe things, I make note of it. I saw 6 unhoused people within the last week that I know by name, that I've gotten to know over the last couple of years. And all of them but one are still out on the street. Or they're just in tents. All but one, 2 years later, are actually inside. So don't tell me, please don't tell me that it's getting better. Even though the number of encampments is decreasing, the situation is not getting better. So my other avenue is my radio program that's on Sundays on Folked Up Radio, 10 in the morning, 6 at night. I'll be tentatively, almost certainly, having a conversation with Robin Tupy this Saturday, and I'll get that conversation up for my Sunday show. Also on Saturday, I'm hoping to make a trek to the Dartmouth side of Halifax Harbour and maybe pop into the Green Road encampment and speak with some of the residents there, as they are soon to be one of the last 2 designated encampments. The Barrington Street encampment, just to give you an idea of how out of control that is there. I have a phobia of snakes. I've had a phobia of snakes since I was a small kid. Just a traumatic experience with a snake that I can still remember right now. Rats and mice. I don't care to see them, especially in the wild. That Barrington Street encampment is overrun with rats. So much so in the evening when I walk home, I'm actually on the other side of the street on Barrington. I don't even walk on the pedestrian bike path that runs parallel with Barrington. I just don't, because there are just too many rats running up from the embankment where there's all kinds of tents. There's just as many people in the green space. That same number matches the people that are at the bus stop area. There's a lot of people at the Barrington Street encampment, and there are a lot of rats, so much so that I have to walk on the other side of Barrington, because they travel in packs. So I can tell you that no one down there is getting a restful sleep. No one outside is getting any kind of sleep. And I just put this out here. I got some microphones here. I got some simple editing software. So I like to write up scripts, voice scripts, produce them, put them up on my YouTube. And right now I'm kind of honed in on, winter. So I like to voice things. So if you want to see some other things that I've done aside from this live stream or the radio, go to my YouTube and just see some of the voiceover work that I have done. So quite possibly, I will be at the Green Road encampment. I know I'm just kind of back and forth out of conversations and thoughts, but just talking about things in the chronological order that I've written it down on this white piece of paper. I put this up on my Facebook page. I'm almost done here. 11:39. I put this up on my own Facebook page. Something interesting that I think you might want to check out. Go to my Facebook page and check out what it's about. It's the Harvest House Community Outreach of Windsor. And right now, what they have set up is a makeshift shelter that you can go, probably make a donation or just go for the learning experience and spend a night outside in this makeshift shelter, just using cardboard. That would be a wonderful experience. I'm really happy to see the community of Windsor doing that. You have the opportunity to spend a night outside until Saturday. So when I saw that post, I sent them a message, and I'm currently trying to make contact with a representative from the Harvest House Community Outreach of Windsor to have a conversation with them, to learn more about their organization and get that conversation up on my Truth from the Booth. Okay, switching gears real quick, getting away from the housing crisis that continues here in Nova Scotia. Next weekend, Halifax and curling fans from probably all over Atlantic Canada, maybe some parts of Canada, wherever there are curling fans, right here in Halifax is the place to be next weekend. Scotiabank Centre will be hosting the 2025 Canadian Curling Trials. This tournament here is to cement your spot to represent Canada in the upcoming Winter Olympics in Italy. So Brad Gushu is the only curling name I can think of right now. Search it. The tickets seem pretty decent. I think you can probably go see a draw for less than $100. Again, everything is happening at Scotiabank Centre. It's the best of the best in Canadian curling, trying to punch their ticket to represent Canada and possibly win gold. The Winter Games in Italy coming up in February. Going back to, as I close this out, okay, it rains, so just moving forward, in the evening, if it's raining around when I get home from work, I will be doing a show. So instead of just making a post, if you look outside and the weather's bad, there is a 100% chance, probability, that I will be in front of the camera. It may be shorter because I just might not have enough material to talk about. And it's amazing that I can talk for 12 minutes and not once mention, except for right now, the dumpster fire that is happening south of the border. So I'm pretty excited to hopefully get the opportunity to speak with a representative from Harvest House Community Outreach of Windsor as they do their makeshift shelter experience, spend the night outside with some cardboard. And this is kind of leads into the last bit of this program. Jane, hello, how are you? We're coming up on a 2-year anniversary where I rolled into Grand Parade Square on the 18th day of November 2023, and we just know what transpired after that. 108 days on that property. I saw things, I heard things, I witnessed things, I was a part of things that I never thought in a million years I would be a part of. Saw some doctors about that. So that's an anniversary that is coming up. But you need to know that I haven't gone anywhere. I continue to document this simply by turning on my phone and just letting you know what I'm seeing, providing pictures, providing documentaries, providing 2 different ways for you to see it for yourself and hear it for yourself. So, that being said, I'm going to leave you with this. This will be just under 15 minutes. What I'm doing here, telling this story, I want to do it on a much larger scale. I got a full-time job, and I can continue to do that full-time job. But I would love someone who is familiar with funding or government grants or a philanthropist. I would love to put together a 12-part docu-series on the housing crisis here in the HRM. I think we're at a point where we can right the ship. We can turn this around. It's not out of control. It's not British Columbia, downtown east side out of control. But if we don't right the ship, if we don't start making the right policies, if we don't just do the simple things, and I think one of the things that would help a lot of people right now is to put a cap on the rent. You cannot allow landlords to increase the rent by 5%, 10%, whatever percentage they deem is fair, so that they're putting money in their pocket. Because it's going to be renting or tenting. And I think that's a great working title for this docuseries. So if you're serious about telling this story, because I am, and I probably have a list of unhoused people who would love to share their story the length of my arm. So let's get cracking here, because you can disappear all the encampments that you want. The number of people on the street has doubled. That's a statistical fact. Look it up. It's a fact. Okay, 11:46. Those are the notes that I have. Therapy for me. Feel free to participate at any time. Love the live views. I know it's late night. It's fine. But it's also raining. So when the weather is bad, I'll try and make the programming good. I'll try and make the programming better. So, final thing. To Heavy D, love you. Please just continue to be you. Keep on fighting, brother. Keep on fighting. I hope that you get up to your neck of the woods sooner than later. Okay. Love you. Have a great night. My name is Matthew. You are currently caught up in the moment.